Fine.
Yeah.
All right, people. We back. We back. We back. We back. Fade to Black is in the building, y'all. Remember, before we get started, go to the YouTube page. You can check us out. We 10 in. We 10 in. We official now, y'all. Look, like, comment, subscribe. Subscribe or die. It's critical. It's crucial. It's a movement. Get on before we blow up. Don't come to us after we blow up. Okay? And be like you was down with us from the beginning. Start from the bottom. Start from the bottom with your boys and going to the top. Holler at the people, man, Kris. They missed you, man. They missed you, dog.
What's going on, everybody? Man, this is show number 10 already? Wow. Like, 10. Wow. We doing it big now, man. We doing it big. We started from the bottom. Now we're here. Of course, we're not where we really want to be at. So shout out to Drake. Shout out to Drizzy Drake. We gonna get there though, man. We gonna get there. It's not gonna be 0 to 100, but we gonna get there.
We gonna get there, man. And we ain't gonna be humble when we get there. Y'all better catch us now, man. I'm still a little humble, a little. But yeah, man. Excited to have you back, man. We missed you. I tried to hold it down, man. It's rough out here on these streets without you, brother. It's rough, man. I miss my boy.
Man, I think you held it down well, though, man. You were doing your thing, Sorry out there, everybody, Holding down 2 jobs is difficult. So just wait till me and O get on, and we can do this full time, and we're going to be right there, man.
That's the dream, man. That's the dream.
But, oh, man, you held it down, man. You did a good job, set everybody up for the big boxing match coming in May. Shout out, y'all. We're trying to get to Vegas for y'all. We're trying to make it happen. Now, we're trying to.
We need some sponsors. Somebody got a room. Vegas is crazy right now. But, man, later for that, man, we'll get into that on later shows, man. I know we got a big show planned. You back driving the bus, man. So whatever you want to get into, man, we can jump off into it.
We do, man. So once again, we want to thank y'all for coming with us another Saturday. So we're going to jump right into, let's start with the big topic, man. Jim Boeheim in Syracuse. So he got slapped pretty hard. I mean, the NCAA finally came down. 8 years, I guess, they were after Syracuse. Gosh, man, how long is it going to take them to get North Carolina? But that's going to be a topic for another day. They finally got Syracuse, man. So Jim Boeheim's vacating 100 and some wins. I mean, he goes from being right there behind Coach K to about 1,000 all the way down to now I think he's 6th. And then they got to give up the scholarships, about a quarter of their scholarships. And they already got the self-imposed penalty, so they're already going to miss the tournament this year. But then on top of that, they're going to go ahead and put them on restriction, and then Boeheim's got to miss 9 games next year, all regular season too. Oh, what is your takeaway from how they did Syracuse, how they did Jim Boeheim? What does this do to his legacy? What are your thoughts on the whole Syracuse situation?
Well, obviously they felt like they had to take some real punitive measures against Syracuse. I mean, we've been hearing about Syracuse. This story's been off and on for a while. I mean, but honestly, my honest opinion is this is big-time college sports. You don't get to an elite level without. I mean, why would guys come to your school? What's the difference? If I got a promise of a coach saying, "Look, we trying to get you NBA ready. You go to school, we go to school." I mean, what's Syracuse graduate rate, man? What is it, 15, 20%, man? They don't go to class. I mean, let's wake up. This is every kid that goes in these basketball programs, 9 out of 10, their dream, they think they're going to play in the NBA. Now, me and you know that's not true. Me and you know you're lucky if you have one guy that makes it to the NBA on your team. Most teams will have 0 guys. Now, maybe you can play overseas, maybe not. You can still make a living, but these guys actually grow up with hoop dreams, man. Shout out to that documentary, man. That was a good documentary. If you want to see how kids actually, especially inner city kids, man, it's an unrealistic goal, and it's unfortunate, but this is what these kids are striving for. So Jim Boeheim knows this. I mean, he's got millions of dollars on the line. He's got to put a product out there that wins. And let me just say this. Everybody's doing it. This whole, I mean, from Coach K on down, man, this whole I'm so noble, I do it the right way. Shut up. Ain't nobody gonna go to a school for free when they can get 200 grand and move their mom out the projects. And it's easy for you hypocrites to say, oh, they're getting an education. Yeah, and what does that do? Get you a job at McDonald's? Congratulations. Now you had a free ride in school, but now you make $15 an hour. Good luck with that. So nobody wants to hear this like it's equal, like it's a fair exchange. No, the NCAA needs to start paying players, and then maybe these coaches won't have to cut these corners like this. But until you get serious about the problem, I mean, it's always we go come down on the individual and not the system. When the system is unjust, you know it is. The NCAA is a racket. I mean, it's a racket. What is Jim Boeheim supposed to do? Oh yeah, I'm not gonna help these kids out. I'm not gonna cut corners, and I'm gonna win 10 games. Then you wouldn't be Jim Boeheim. You would get clipped, and we would have never heard about you. I'd rather you hear about me, and then on the back end I have to pay. I'm 70 years old. The hell difference does it make? Oh, you're going to take some wins from me? I give one damn. So what? What are you going to do, talk about me when I'm 85? I mean, and let me just say this, okay, for the record. And shout out to Kentucky, but if Jim Boeheim gets this, what are they going to do to John Calipari? Sit him up in front of a firing squad or something? Is he going to get the guillotine off of his head? I mean, if you're telling me Jim Boeheim is dirty as hell, what about the guy that leaves the school and they immediately get sanctioned? What about the guy, if Jim Boeheim got one All-American and he's dirty, what about the guy that's got 25 All-Americans? Oh, they just wanted to play there? I mean, it's so incredibly hypocritical to me. It's a joke. I mean, yeah, you slapped him on the wrist. That ain't gonna discourage nobody. You're not gonna come down on everybody. And if you come down, if it takes you 10 years to build a case and prosecute it, I've already made $50 million. What difference does it make? I don't care, in other words. I mean, yeah, it's embarrassing, I guess. But Jim Boeheim's going to be like, everybody's doing it. I didn't do nothing that's not being done. This is common practice. I don't want to hear y'all protect the people y'all love. Oh, I'm supposed to believe Coach K ain't doing it? Really? Really? He's getting one and dones too now, y'all. How is he getting them? How is he getting them? They care about their education at Duke? Why are they only staying 1 year then? Yeah, but that's my take on it, man. I think it's a bunch of more NCAA bullcrap, man. What you think?
Well, man, you made a lot of good points. One thing I'm not going to go there with you. I can't start saying everybody's doing it.
I know you can't.
It's one thing I can't do. You know, Coach K is now doing the one and done. So maybe when he had the 4 years, he was doing it the right way. So until it comes out, I'm just going to assume how they're doing it. Now, I know what you're going to say. Well, Chris Calipari's been caught before. I mean, he was caught at UMass. He was caught at Memphis, so he's probably doing it.
Probably.
But until it comes out, I just got to go with the fact that those kids just want to ride in Kentucky. But to your point, Omar, which is a great point, North Carolina is under investigation as we speak. So what? We're a year to 3 years away from North Carolina coming out, and all reports are saying North Carolina's it's going to be worse, you know. But then again, we knew about Miami for about a decade now. The NCAA, it's funny, man, like you said. So 8 years to build this case. Right. You wouldn't have built it without Syracuse helping you. Lucky the football coach and Jim Boeheim even wanted to say something about it. So, yeah, what does it mean? It means nothing. Just like you're saying, Omar. That's what it means to me. One, I hate the whole vacated wins thing. What does vacated wins mean? I saw on the court you win the game. What are you gonna erase that from my memory? Like, hey, Kris, you're not allowed to remember Syracuse winning those games that they won. No, I saw them win those games that they won, man. I saw all the buzzer beaters and I saw Syracuse go. Yeah, they didn't take Melo's championship away from Boeheim, but y'all didn't take the wins either. I mean, Jim Boeheim still went to a small school, Syracuse, made them what they are today. His legacy's not tainted to me. Just because some players, they were doing some stuff kind of, sort of. Yeah, they might not have been doing the drug testing perfect, or they might not have been doing this or that perfect. The rules are stupid. I mean, I don't want to get on my soapbox about the NCAA. But Omar, I'll tell you, as long as I've been knowing him, I hate the NCAA. And I've been on this for probably about a decade. Like, so you're going to make how many billions of dollars are they about to make off of March Madness?
Multi-billions.
This is ridiculous. So I guess the presidents of the university can get paid. The athletic directors can get paid. But then the players can't get paid. Why? Because they're supposed to not be professional. But once again, like Omar was saying, if you do anything else, you can get paid. So let me get this straight. You're like, it's for the education. What does the education mean? The education means nothing. Let me go ahead and tell you my philosophy on education right now. Education is for, I am not where I want to be yet, so I'm trying to kind of pad my stats. I need some backing of pieces of paper to show what I can do. Yeah. Once you can do it, you don't need the paper, okay? Nope. Mark Zuckerberg, if he's 19 years old, a freshman at Harvard, and is like, I can make Facebook one weekend because I'm bored, he doesn't need Harvard at that point. Seriously. So what are you going to say? Hey, well, Mark Zuckerberg, we can't pay you until you drop out of school and until you start Facebook. So he can't go to school and then just drop out when he wants to. Right. I mean, so the Google kids can't do that, and Yahoo. I mean, come on. So if you're unbelievably great, and this is what I never want to hear, that, well, you kind of have to follow the rules. No. Let me tell you who doesn't follow the rules. People who are above anything that we can ever fathom, okay? If you are by far not just the best of, but the best of the best of the best, then why do you have to adhere to rules that are made for the masses? Don't give me this. So LeBron James and Kobe Bryant are so incredibly talented, you want them to live by what rules? America, y'all would never fathom being that great at what you do to the point where everybody wants to pay you millions of dollars to do it. I'm sorry. It's just like you can't fathom being Mark Zuckerberg. You can't. Like, I mean, the guy just created Facebook because he was bored at night. You can't fathom that. So you don't make rules for the great, the great, the great, the great. That's not what the rules are for. The rules are for the masses, okay? They're not for Bill Gates. The rules are not for multi-billionaires and the best at what they do. So don't give me this about the NCAA rules, which are meant for the masses, but then it doesn't apply when coaches are making $1 million and athletic directors are making millions of dollars. Yeah. So to that point, it's stupid. They need to pay the players. The reason you got to pay the players is just because they deserve to get a piece of what they're doing. I like what Northwestern did, not to get too off the topic, getting the union. So you're going to say go to class. Why do I have to go to class? What? So I can take a psychology class? Because I really need psychology to go to the MBA. Or I really need humanities to be able to create the next .com or the next app that's going to be worth $1 billion. Come on, it's just stupid. So what does it mean to me? It means nothing. It means NCAA, you call Syracuse and rules that won't mean nothing 10 years from now. It just makes me laugh. It goes back to when things change and you're like, well, did I break those rules? Like, once society gets far enough, they used to say black people were breaking the rules by peeing in the wrong bathroom. I'd say, that used to be a law. And they used to say black people were breaking the rules by voting. So these inadequate laws that makes no sense, NCAA being the primary example, I don't care. That's what I take away from this. Jim Boeheim, still Jim Boeheim, still one of the best coaches I've seen in my time watching college basketball. And Syracuse is still Syracuse, and the kids won't care. And hopefully 5 years from now, we're not having this dumb conversation. So that's my take on it. I agree with a lot of what you said, though.
I just want to say one more thing, man, about the argument. One of the arguments that they make about paying players. Like, well, how are we going to play the women's volleyball team and women's synchronized? Look, they don't bring in no money. They don't get paid. Only things that make money in college are college football and men's college basketball. That's it. It's like anything else, man. The people that bring in the revenue get the money. And like this is so complex and so difficult. I mean, why are the football coaches and basketball coaches making millions of dollars and the professor makes 100 grand? Do the math. Who brings in the money? I mean, that's ridiculous, but I mean that's what it is. You earn what you bring in anything in life. I mean, it's very simple. You guys just don't want to share the profits. I mean, it's really illegal. I mean, honestly. Let's be honest, man.
It's illegal. You hit it dead on the head. It's illegal for me to say you can't get paid for your talent.
Yeah, that's crazy, man. And I mean, let's be honest. A high percentage of the players are minorities, are black, and they're getting exploited. And I want to hear this shit about education because, oh, brothers get a fair shake in the workforce? Really? Give me a damn break. For real, that's a joke. So, yeah, man. I mean, fix the system. Quit trying to be heavy-handed on these old coaches, man. Jim Boeheim is rich, man. He's rich, bitch. Rick James.
And let me continue on, not to get on my soapbox, but you bring up a good point. Here's a conversation. I'm gonna put it out there right now that I've already said. I'm gonna be solutions oriented today, and I'm gonna say how it really should work. So the whole thing about everybody has to be paid equal. Hello, we live in America. Everybody's not paid equal. Okay, no. There's a lot of places that make a cheeseburger for me to go get. But there's only one McDonald's, okay? So why, since I make a cheeseburger, am I due the same money that McDonald's makes? I didn't know that's how it works, okay? So if you're great, and you're paid to be great. If you're good, you're paid to be good. And if you're irrelevant, you're not paid. So why would college sports be different? Let me put this out here right now. To Omar's point, well, they got to pay everybody. No, they don't, okay? Jameis Winston at Florida State means more to Florida State than the backup kicker. So the backup kicker won't get as much as Jameis Winston. And guess what? If you go to Florida State, you would make more money than if you go to a Division III school being quarterback. So it should be based on the school. If University of Texas and Ohio State, who are going to have that big money, every kid will eventually want to go there. Why? Because they'll know, if I can start a running back for Ohio State, I'm going to make more money in college than I would going to Bowling Green University Tech playing running back. So guess what? That's the country we live in. When you're the best doctor, you move to New York, and you're the best surgeon in the country making $2.5 million a year, whatever he makes. And when you're an okay doctor, you might be in Bowling Green, Kentucky being a doctor, not making that. Right. So, no, it's not even. It won't be even. It's pretty easy when you're like, how would it work? You would let each school dictate what they want to pay the player, just like you let every industry dictate what they want to pay the player.
That's the whole point, Chris. It's so funny how everybody's so free enterprise. And when it comes to a bunch of black kids, and then, no, it's the rules. No, they shouldn't get paid anything. What? I thought y'all were free market. I thought y'all were, you get paid what you're worth, right to competition. Where's all this at? What happens? I just don't understand how it just changes.
It's got to be even now. You got to play the volleyball players the same thing you pay the basketball players. No, you do not. Because at North Carolina, they're not going to see volleyball. So that's the real easy fix. Not only that, finishing my soapbox, let players do what they do outside. So if Nike wants to sign Jameis Winston, they want to give him $100 million, or if I want to pay someone $50 million to sign an autograph, well, I'm allowed to do that. Because every single place is not going to be able to do that. So just let players get what they get. If they want to sell their jerseys, let them sell their jerseys. That's it.
Hey, not to go Johnny Manziel, but show me the paper, man. For real. Shout out to Johnny Football, man.
So that's the end of my soapbox. Let the system work itself out, and it would work itself out. Don't tell me it's evil.
I agree 100%, man.
Yeah. All right, man. So moving on from that topic, we'll stay with college basketball, man. University of Kentucky, they got their last game against Florida regular season. They look like they're about to go undefeated regular season as we head into tournament time. Is the University of Kentucky going to lose the game?
Wow, man. I mean, I thought they were gonna lose by now. I'm really surprised, man. Let me just say this. I think college basketball is very watered down. I mean, I don't see a lot of great talent. I really don't. I mean, and I've noticed this trend. Like it started. What was that last year when they were talking? Well, it started a couple years ago for me. But last year when they were talking about this class is so unbelievably great and this, that, and the other, and I'm looking at these guys and saying, really? I mean, I don't see Carmelo Anthony in this class. I don't see a LeBron. I don't see it. I mean, you're telling me how great these high school players are, but then when they got to college, it was kind of like, yeah, they're pretty good. I mean, like, Wiggins is all right. I mean, Jabari was good, but, I mean, I've seen better. I've seen better than these kids. So, I'm saying that to make a point about Kentucky. Now, when you got 12 of these guys on one team, and then there are no other good teams that I see, I mean, I guess they got about as good a shot as any to go undefeated. I just don't see a superstar on this team at all. I'm underwhelmed when I see Kentucky, man. They can't score. I just think that's a problem. I mean, are you just telling me we go out length, out athlete every team we play, and we'll get to 60 points before the other team gets there? They're going to have trouble getting to 40. We can at least get 60. I mean, it's kind of ugly, man. It's just like, when I watched them play, I was like, this team is undefeated. I mean, it's almost like I can't believe it. I mean, the record is what the record is. I mean, I know they got all these All-Americans. I said, John Calipari, man, okay. It's hard. I get your point. How can you criticize a guy that's 30-0? Whatever. But why can't you score? I don't understand, like, what is your offensive... The guy... You know my problem with Calipari, man. Calipari has no game plan. It's just like, drive and kick, drive and kick, drive and kick. We'll figure it out. When it's not going well, I look like I'm about to cry and start whining and screaming. And it's like... I don't know how well this guy makes adjustments. I'm just thinking he's got the LeBron James mentality. We just go get enough talent to where we can't lose. It's almost impossible for us to lose. But I think when the regular season is one thing. Now, don't get me wrong. Hey, I'm not trying to shadow box 30-0, whatever they are. Great. That's a great accomplishment. And there is a certain amount of pressure with that. But even if you lose, you live to fight another day. When you're down in the second half in the NCAA tournament and you're undefeated, that's some damn pressure. I don't care what you say, man. They're still young guys, man. That pressure come out, and them jump shots that they bricking, because they do brick a hell of a lot of them. They bricking. I mean, they could tighten up, man. I'm predicting they will get knocked off. I just don't think they're gonna march all the way. But Larry Brown said it, man. They should go undefeated. He wasn't lying. I mean, he's like, this is a joke. Y'all got everybody we was trying to get. We didn't get not one of the guys we went after, and nobody else did, and you got all 12 of who you wanted. I mean, it's really unbelievable. Why did they just throw Okafor in there just for giggles, man, just for kicks? Get him too. I mean, I just don't like the way Calipari does things, man. I mean, the dude is greasy. He don't give a damn, man. The dude is greasy. He is greasy, man. He don't care, man. He like, I'm getting everybody. Yeah, I might not know what the hell I'm doing, but you can't beat me. John Calipari is the ultimate look at the scoreboard, dude. Look at the score. Say what you want to say. Look at my bank account. Look at the scoreboard. That's my take on it, man. What you got?
I think, man, why you gotta be so hard on Calipari, man? This is
What?
one thing we just completely disagree on. I remember y'all, just full disclaimer, me and Omar had this conversation, and I said I think Calipari is one of the top 3 coaches in basketball, and I'm gonna tell you why, because I told Omar this. Recruiting is a part of college hoops and college football. You got to be able to get the talent to be able to win. So that's just the way it is. I mean, and Calipari has all the talent. That's just what he does, man. He has all the talent. So let's now talk about kind of what is UK going to go on. Yeah, UK is going to go undefeated, though. I hate to tell you, man. They're going to go undefeated. And I told you this in the beginning of the year. I mean, they're going to go undefeated because you said it, man. That McDonald's All-Americans. I mean, most teams are lucky to have 1 or 2, and they got 10. They could sit the whole starting 5 and still have the best team in the country throughout the tournament. And one thing I got to give a little bit of credit to Calipari for in this Kentucky team. When they're in those games that you're talking about, where the offense isn't working and they're not scoring and they're kind of slugging along, they've still won those games. I was like you. I was like, I thought they would drop one by now, but they haven't. So that shows me that these players now believe that they're just the best players on the court. Whenever they see that other team, they're like, we got them by the end of the game. And that swag, I'm starting to like it. So yeah, I agree. They have trouble scoring, but their defense, their length, their athleticism, they lock you down too. I was talking to another person about this. I was like, let's look at Virginia. Everybody's like Virginia. Virginia has no chance in heck of beating Kentucky because you're a defensive team, Virginia. You're going to lock the other team down to about 30 points. But Kentucky's going to do the same thing. They're going to lock you down to about 30, 40 points. The only difference is give me the All-Americans who at some point can just get hot and rail off for 10 points and give me the lead back. So, no, Virginia has no chance of beating them. I think a team that can beat Kentucky to me is a team with that player who can go off like a Duke. I would love to hopefully see Okafor, but even if Duke plays Kentucky, those trees, though, I mean, Cauley Stein and Carl Towns, was going to be a top 5 pick too. They just got so much height, so much athleticism, so much talent that it's hard for you to get up and down and play against Kentucky. So then when all said and done, if you're just playing a kind of a, like you're talking about, a slugfest type of game, well, give me the better players. That's what it comes down to. So I agree with you. Oh, it's hard to watch. This isn't going to go down as one of the best teams I ever saw. I agree with you there. I've seen better teams. But to your point, there's no team that can beat this Kentucky team to me. There's just none.
Okay, well, let me ask you this, man. What if they play a tight game? Do they even have a go-to guy? I mean, I don't get why they. I mean, yeah, you said they pull out the games when they struggle to score. My question is, why are they struggling? I mean, if you're telling me we got the top 10 players every game
on the court,
I mean, damn, Kris, it's only 5 guys. You got the top 10? I mean, what? I mean, our top guy would be responsible for making sure everybody got their jerseys. What? I mean, I don't understand why it's even a competition. I mean, why don't y'all look like UCLA with Kareem? Why are y'all not just walking a dog on it? See, that's what I'm saying. Like, I've seen great teams before where they had everybody. I mean, like we said, UCLA. They had everybody, man. That mattered. And you had an all-time great. And And this is when guys wasn't really playing ball like that. So they dominated, man. Why am I not seeing that out of Kentucky? I mean, I guess they're undefeated, so it's just it's weird to me, man. I don't have that much confidence in them, but the field is looking so shoddy. I mean, like you said, who can challenge them? Duke? Is it going to be that veteran team that's just really tough?
Yeah.
That's what I'd be interested to see, man. Then we get some seniors that are not, yeah, they're not as good. Of course not. You know, they'll be working as accountants next year, you know? But, yeah, I mean, let's keep it real. But the team is not going to back down from Kentucky. That's not, yeah, you get your shot kicked. Of course they're going to kick your shot. They 7 feet tall. Jump out the jail. But you get it back. You get the offensive rebound and body up and go up. And Kentucky's like, damn, why are these guys still hanging with us? I got a feeling they're going to get knocked, man. I think karma for all the cheating that's going on is going to come around and smack them in the head like it always does. And Calipari can't coach.
That's interesting, man, because like I said, I do not think they're going to get knocked off. To your point, what happens when they're in that grind-out game? I just think that's the nice thing about having 10 McDonald's All-Americans. One of the 10 is just going to get it going enough for them to take a quick lead. Like, I remember I was the other day, but Karl Anthony Towns all of a sudden put up like 18. And I was like, yeah, I didn't see that all season from that guy. I thought he was just athletic shot blocker who was going to be a nice player in the NBA. But that's just, they got so many players that to me, it doesn't take at any point them doing anything more than just being in the game. And I will say this, it's kind of hard to get up for everybody. When you're that good, when you're having more difficult in-practice scrimmages than you do on some of these games that you're playing out, I could see them being, I mean, we're not talking freshmen here, being like, this is a difficult one to get up for. So I think there's a little bit of that. I think it's hard to get so many players, so many entire players on the same page. So I think there's a little bit of that too. But I think in the end, what I like about this team is when things get tough, they seem to just continue to beat you. And I think as the tournaments come and the games get bigger and they're on national TV, I think you're going to see the best of Kentucky. And I think they're actually going to get better as we now enter the tournament season and things like that. So I'm with you, Coach. I'm really interested in the SEC tournament because that's going to show you that one last time when they're playing somebody who's not good, can they crush them? And then as we get into the tournament, they better be crushing people. And one thing I give you credit for Calipari's team, I wouldn't be surprised if they got to that national championship game, and then it was just weird. It was just a weird timeout. So all of a sudden, Calipari starts panicking like he does in some games and things like that. But I just can't see anybody. I mean, Arizona, Duke, Gonzaga, Virginia. I don't see anybody beating this Kentucky team. In recent history, are they that Florida back-to-back team? No. Are they that North Carolina team you remember with all those pros they had to win? No, I think those are better teams, but I think this is a talented team, and the year that is down for college basketball. No, they're not going to be back.
I mean, maybe the Kentucky model, I mean, let's be honest. What else? College basketball, what else is there to talk about besides Kentucky? So maybe in a crazy way, what Calipari's doing, college basketball needs it. I mean, I don't really think it's good for the game, but these guys just aren't that damn good. I mean, to really captivate the public, man. They used to be more star players, man, in college. And more rivalries and all this. Now with the conferences being all misaligned and stuff, man, it's like Kentucky and everybody else, really. And there's some coaching stories. Coach K, So maybe it's good for college basketball, man. I don't know.
I mean, I agree with you. I don't necessarily think it's good for college basketball either, man. Tom Izzo came out earlier this week, and, a lot of people were like, well, what did he mean by his comments? And I didn't understand the whole hoopla to his comments. All he was saying was the whole one-and-done thing is just kind of odd to the game, Like, playing a team sport, I'm with you. I hate the AAU mentality. Let's put everybody on one team. I want to see the best go against the best, not the best just join forces and mollywop everybody. I'm like, of course, the dream team was going to beat the rest of the world. So did we really do that for 82 games in the NBA season? Because I need to see Bart.
Right.
You know what I mean? So, like, I'm with you there. Oh, and Tom Izzo, who I love Tom Izzo, one of the greatest coaches I've ever seen, really good at getting that NBA talent guy who's not 5-star. You know what I mean? Who's a 4-star, 3-star guy who's going to work his butt off, and by junior, senior year, be ready to go. That's how he gets back. But now with this new model, if I can just get everybody to my team, then it's going to be hard for me to get anybody. I see your point, though. I think Calipari, where I give him credit, he's definitely changed things, and things have now shifted the Calipari way. Even Coach K said I had to do one and done trip. So no, I don't think he's good for college basketball, but this is what we got now. Oh, and right now, these super teams, that's what it is, man. So I think everybody's going to go to Kentucky to either win or lose, and that's all we got.
Dang. Yeah, I agree, man. Just real quick, y'all. I'm hearing that we got a lot of echo going on the YouTube page, so I don't know what that's all about. You kind of going in and out on me, Kris. I hear you, but hopefully, I don't know. It might be a YouTube thing. Who knows? Sorry, people, who's ever listening.
Oh man, see.
Yeah, but there's nothing we can do about it now. Let's keep the party rolling.
Yep, we're gonna try and get the technical difficulties out, y'all. We're gonna try.
All right, man. That's all I got on that.
That's it too. So I'll just mute it and unmute it. Maybe that'll help. But all right, man. So I think that's good for college basketball. Let's try this. I'm gonna jump out. I'm gonna let Omar go ahead and begin on the next topic, and he's gonna bring me right back in. So Omar, the next topic, man, we're gonna have to get into football, man. Let's go ahead and talk about your boy who you love, Des Bryant. The Cowboys already let DeMarco Murray pretty much hit free agency, so we're going to see if he even returns. And now you would think that money was going towards Des Bryant, but they haven't signed him a big deal yet. I mean, what is Dallas doing? Is Des Bryant going to get that big deal? I mean, there's a lot of stuff out there, reports going. Des Bryant might have some stuff in his past that's going to come back out to light. You might have a situation where the rest is going to come. So the Cowboys might be scared, but is this a fear campaign? Oh, there's so much right now, man. What is going on with the Cowboys and Des Bryant?
Well, in my opinion, man, Kris, you there? Oh, I think we lost Kris, y'all. I think we may have lost Kris. Oh, man. Apologize for the technical difficulties, people. Let's see if we can get Kris back here. I'm gonna wait till I get Kris back on before we get started again. You there?
Yep, I'm back.
All right, y'all. Y'all know how it is, the internet. Nobody get offended. We gonna keep on rolling. We talking about Des Bryant, and I gotta be honest. Jerry Jones, man, why do you always have to do the brothers like this? I mean, is it me or is this just very coincidental? I mean, every time it's time to play your black star, he gotta go through this type of shit. I mean, now, okay. I need some room on this. You're telling me Des Bryant, whose production is just as good as Megatron, man, over the last 3 or 4 years, man. I mean, they have comparable stats, and Des has significantly way more touchdowns. I mean, a freak, competitive, makes all the catches, all the big plays, got jerked in the playoffs in Green Bay, made a spectacular play, man, with all the chips were on the table, and he came up big. The ref just jerked him. Let's just be honest, they got jerked. It wasn't on Des, but you're telling me that you don't want to get this guy a long-term deal? Now, is it a money issue?
Hmm.
Let's think about this. You signed Tony Romo a couple years ago to $100 million deal. The same guy that made some of the worst football plays I've ever seen. Yes, he has talent. Yes, he's semi-exciting. Don't get me wrong. But where's his results? He's the quarterback, man. You get judged by what you do in the big moments. Okay? Des Bryant, to my knowledge, always shows up, man. I mean, this guy is an elite receiver. You can't just get these guys, man. Why are you pissing him off? Why do you sign Cole Beasley? Who the hell is that, you ask? I didn't know him. He's a white dude with floppy hair that the only reason he can get open at all is because of Des Bryant. The only reason why he's in the NFL is because of Des Bryant. Imagine if teams actually paid attention to this guy. You signed him to a 4-year deal, and then I just gotta be honest, America. I read the comments. Why all the fans act like they're so excited that they brought back Cole freaking Beasley? And why Des Bryant got to play the game like, shout out to my man Cole Beasley. Yeah, he's a beast. I'm glad he got paid. Why the hell do we have to play this damn game? Why couldn't Des come out and say, why can't I get paid? Why do the brother always got to wait on his money? Why hasn't Cam Newton been paid yet? I mean, what the hell is going on here, man? I thought the best players get the money. I mean, how long do we have to suffer this? I mean, you talk about, yeah, there might be a tape out. You know this bullshit. I'm sorry. Coach, you don't want to hear it. You know this bullshit was reported and the source is within the Dallas Cowboys organization. It's a total smear campaign, man. It is totally ridiculous. You're talking about something that you're saying might have happened in 2011? What are we even talking about? Who even knows about this? If it hasn't come out, I mean, why are you even bringing this up? You go hit this guy with a franchise tag. You're not negotiating in good faith. I mean, this guy has performed. What more do you want from the guy? I mean, it's just like, what does he have to do to get paid? I mean, it's so ridiculous that you're telling me, and then the fans, which most of them are white, they don't want the brother to get paid. Let's just be honest. You resent him from getting this money. You resent the fact that he was up in Tony Romo's face when Tony Romo wanted to quit. Yeah, I said it. Was giving up, and Des was like, "Come on, man, I'm a winner. I want winners." Like Singletary status. Your quarterback was ready to quit. We saw it. He gave up. And Des wasn't having that. He like, just throw me the damn ball. I'll make it happen. I ain't quitting. You don't respect that? I mean, what are we in this game for, man? Are we trying to win, or is it just to hold the status quo? The quarterbacks who 80% of white are going to make all the money, never have to worry about negotiating. They just get paid. Brothers got to play on incentive-based deals, all these stipulations. They have to wait till the last minute to get paid. How's Cam Newton not paid? How's Russell Wilson making $500,000? Are you kidding me? I mean, I just think it's ridiculous, man. They're disrespecting Dez. That boy could go out and break his leg next year and never be the same. So now he has no security. Mm-hmm. I mean, the franchise tag, I don't know how the NFLPA went for this, man. Mm-hmm. I really don't. The franchise tag is the biggest joke. Again, here we are. It's always, I'm free market, America. It's free free market capitalism. Is a salary cap capitalism? Is a franchise tag free market? It's funny how the rules don't apply. The goals aren't the same when it's 70% black people we talking about. Then we got to keep these Negroes under wraps. We don't want them making too much money. I mean, what's the difference? Don't pay theirs. Another one will be along next year anyway. I mean, I just think it's racist, man. The Cowboys ought to be ashamed. They've been doing this forever, man. They did it to Emmitt Smith, man. They did it to Emmitt. I mean, it's just, you're going to let DeMarco walk. The guy just broke Emmitt Smith's single-season record. You want to act like Tony Romo is the most important. Tony Romo's been auditioning for 10 years and you got no results. He's not the best player on your team. And you can cut it out. And it's not even up for debate. And yeah, he might be top 10 quarterback, maybe. Dez is top 2 receiver. That boy catches touchdowns. Period. Say what you want to say. I think it's a joke, man. I think it's a joke. That's my thoughts, man. I hate it. I hate they doing this kid like this. It's ridiculous, man.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of what you're saying, man, I completely agree with. I'm just gonna go and say it like this: he's your best player. You know what I mean? I'm just like, I think the running back is becoming a little bit overvalued. You know, you can find a running back, and me and you have talked about that, so I get that. But Dez Bryant, who is making all the plays, catching all these touchdowns, making Romo better, opening up the field so you can run the football. And he's young. How do you not lock? It's like you said. You got Megatron. I'm sorry, y'all. Dez Bryant might be the best receiver. That's how great talent he is. And you don't want to lock him. The one thing I don't get, you say it might be. Here's a news flash, and I know this is going to shock Omar. The NFL always knows. Y'all need to watch the media, America. I'm sorry. This is $1 billion business. The owners know. They got cameras, security, private investigators. They know everything. I forgot what movie it was. I think I was watching the game. Shout out to the game, which used to be a good show, not as much anymore. Black show football show. But I remember the coach saying, we know what color your piece was this morning. We know everything you're doing. Don't get it twisted. They know. Okay, so there's nothing they don't know about Dez Bryant that they didn't know about back in. All right? Yeah. So now you're going to release this report. We're not sure. No, you are sure. And you know Dez Bryant has gotten better. You have to admit out there, this is the same guy who got in trouble at the mall. And like he said, it's sad he has to take it on Twitter. Am I gonna have to just release this big TV movie so y'all can see? You don't get a chance to mature. You know what I mean? He's gotten better, so now he can't get paid because of stuff he did in the past. Like everybody out there watching the show when we were 21, 22, I wish they had a camera on y'all. I wish y'all could have been shown what stuff you were doing you could have got trouble with before you matured. So all I'm saying is, how do you not give the guy his justice, which is a guy who got in trouble recently, has been doing better, one of the best receivers in football. I don't understand why you don't lock that guy up long term. So I don't know if I'm with Omar thinking that isn't racist, but hey, I'm just like, you lock up black players who don't get in trouble, are one of the best in the game, and are young. That usually means you lock up players. You don't franchise. So I agree with you there. How do you not lock up this young dynamic receiver? Something's going on. They don't tell me it's a tape that the Cowboys were aware of back in 2011 when it happened.
I mean, yeah, it's not racism. It's just coincidental that all the guys that get franchised are black.
Right.
I mean, it's just amazing coincidence. I mean, it's just coincidence that, 90% of the people that get stopped by police are black. It has nothing to do with race. I mean, it's just coincidence that everybody that gets shot ends up being black. I mean, I don't know. It's
I'm
just
waiting
funny
for the white guy who got
that way.
shot by the cops. I'm waiting for
Man, white dude could go in and shoot up 100 people. He come out in cuffs.
it.
He come out in cuffs, dude. And then, like, not for nothing, man. The homeless dude they just shot, right? Just killed. How come it's always he reached for the gun, but he never gets the gun?
Mhm.
I mean, it's funny how everybody always goes for the gun, allegedly. How come nobody quite gets it? I mean, these crazy animals are just so tough to restrain. Why they never get the gun? Why they never get the gun?
They never get it.
They moving. Well, yeah, that happens when 7 people are beating on you. You're gonna resist. You're gonna try to fight back.
Yeah.
Why is he fighting? Well, have you ever been jumped? I mean, I don't know, man. But that's neither here nor there. I'm sorry, y'all.
You know, now that you mention it, I'm gonna look for the one person to get the gun. So I'm still waiting for the white dude to get shot by the cops. I'm waiting for that in the pullover, and now I'm gonna wait for the guy who actually gets the gun from the cop.
You'll be waiting forever. Well, all right, man. That's I think it's bull. It's bull, man. The Cowboys gonna mess up their team. If I'm Dez, I don't. I'm out of there. I'm out.
Mm.
You're not gonna disrespect me. You're not gonna be leaking stories and trying to smear my value. I mean, you're actually trying to sabotage my career. This ain't a game, man. This is not a joke. I mean, this is. How do you do a guy like this is playing through injuries, playing tough, putting on for you, man, making you money? I mean, Jazz is the man.
Yep.
I would be so gone, man. The hell with the Cowboys, man. They've been doing this to the brothers forever, man. I mean, it's just like, what is Jerry Jones' deal, man? All you ever talk about is Tony Romo, like he's some superhero. I'm like, you are talking about Tony Romo, right? The guy that's cost you so many games is not even funny. I don't know, man. It's just crazy. It's a joke. It's a joke.
Yeah.
But that's what I got on that, man.
All right, man. So let's go ahead and move to another franchise where we really don't know what's going on, man. Let's go ahead and talk about one of Omar's favorite players. We're going to talk about Johnny Football, and we're going to get into the Cleveland Browns. So they just signed Josh McCown, who I don't know if y'all watched it last season. That did not work in Tampa, but I guess they're thinking he might still have something left. The new GM has already come in and said, I don't know if we have a starting quarterback here in Cleveland. We just drafted this guy in the first round. Omar, what is going on? Are they done with Johnny Football already?
Okay. I would take an issue with something you just said there. You said he might have something left. As in to say he ever had something in the first place. If you're a zero, dog, it's impossible to have a remainder. You don't have nothing. This dude is boo-boo. He sucks. It's amazing that they keep on recycling these white dudes that are garbage. This guy sucks. And I'm going to be honest, man. If I'm Johnny Football, I'm sitting around like, hold up, man. Y'all do the brothers like this, man. Why y'all doing me like this? I'm just like y'all. But Johnny, no, you're not. You got swag, man. They don't like that. They don't. They want you to be, look, man, if you want to have an easy Johnny, I got to figure it out, man. You better play the cornball role. Act like Peyton Manning. Act like you studying film, even though you confused as hell, and we all can see it. Act like you studying. Act like you in there 20 hours a day working. But see, I know Peyton gets his drink on. They don't talk about that, though. They don't talk about that. Peyton Manning got a reputation in the South, buddy. Believe it. The media doesn't talk about it, though. But anyway. So what I'm saying is, it's a joke, okay? Cleveland has no idea. It's a reason why they've sucked since Bernie Kosar. Okay? Shout out to Bernie Kosar. Me and my dad used to love Bernie Kosar. No, he was not a Pro Bowler. He threw sidearm, but he was a winner and he was tough and he could make a play. And I see the same thing with Johnny Football, man. Yeah, he might not ever be this all-time great quarterback. You don't need that to win. I'm sick of this is the thing I like about Johnny. I support Johnny. Okay, yeah, Johnny's young. Johnny's wild. Okay. I could have sworn this was football, man. I could have sworn this is not a board meeting, man. Why do everybody have to be the same? Can't the guy mature? I mean, I saw Jim McMahon. You trying to tell me he's crazy as Jim McMahon? I don't think so. I mean, Fred Tarkenton used to go out and get hammered. Guys drink, guys party. I mean, hell, it's a pretty good life, y'all. And the guy is, how old is Johnny Foot? 22? I mean, they act like, oh man, he played last year and he sucked. Y'all, what did he play? 2 games? I mean, is that, how do you determine? Just say, if you're telling me you built the case on this guy in 2 games, then you weren't sold on him in the first place. Why did you pick him? You knew what you were getting. Look, man, you need to crack down on this kid if that's what you're telling me. I mean, he went to the rehab. I told you, stay out the hot tub with Gronk, man. You can't do that, man. Look, Gronk can party like no other, man. I mean, don't hang with this guy, man. You're a quarterback. You can't do it. I don't know if he's good, but I mean, don't you have to give this guy a shot? Why y'all going all EJ Manuel on him, man? I mean, he's not even black. What is the deal? Why is all the hate for this guy? Because he wants to be different. I mean, I think it's kind of refreshing, honestly, man. I'm like, I don't buy all these guys are this corporate. They never have anything to say except I work hard. Shut up, man. Johnny like, hey, man, I'm a gamer, man. Yeah, I look like crap in practice. That's because I'm hungover. But come Sunday, I'm ready to ball. I mean, and look, the guy had a fabulous college career. He could throw the ball. Now, I think he's finding out that guys are way more athletic in the pros than college. And I mean, I knew that was going to happen. I mean, they was in the combine, they was comparing him to Michael Vick. He's as fast as I'm like, come on, y'all. Stop lying. Let's not get crazy. He's the fastest white guy. I mean, let's just say what it is. He's the most athletic white guy. And that, hey, I roll with that, man. I think the guy can probably make plays. Let's not act like Cleveland has all these weapons, though. I mean, let's not act like they got a good coaching infrastructure. Some guys are quitting. I mean, guys are like, I'm out of here. Guys are leaking stories. I don't know if I believe in him. He doesn't practice hard. Ain't that your job as a coach? Maybe the problem's not the 22-year-old Heisman Trophy candidate winner. Maybe it's the coach. Maybe you got a bum in front of him that thinks he's way better than what he is, and he's got the team divided. Look, man, know your role, Brian Hoyer, or whatever his name is, Billy, whatever his name is. You're
Bill
a
Hoyle.
place, yeah, Hoyle, whatever. You're a placeholder, man. This ain't your damn team. I mean, this guy's killing me. I expect to start. Shut up, man. You gonna start until we ready to put Johnny in. I don't give a damn what kind of year you have. I mean, you suck. We got a first-round draft pick. They owe this guy a realistic chance, man. Why are you bringing in Josh McCown? Here's another bum that feels entitled, that thinks he's coming to start. What do you need to start for, Josh? Why? We've already seen what you can do. 2 wins. I mean, you couldn't throw better than me.
No.
I mean, damn, man. Just bring in Tebow. Just bring in all the bums you can. Like, what's the point, man? It's stupid. Get a boy an honest chance, or why did you pick him? If I'm Jim Haslett or whatever his name is, the owner, I'm looking at this team like, I mean, my front office like, I'm about to fire all you mugs. I'm about to come down there and just have a big plasterboard pink slip. I'm pink slipping the whole front office. Get your stuff and get the hell out of Cleveland. I mean, it's ridiculous, man. Why you gonna do the kid like this? He went to rehab. I mean, who didn't have a drinking problem at 22?
Mm-hmm.
All the moral, all these hypocrites that were so perfect. Yeah, y'all just had y'all perfect life plan at 22. You're a damn lie. I mean, give me a break, man. Let the boy live. It's just football. I mean, this ain't rocket science. Mr. Smart Man, Peyton Manning, gets his brains beat out every year, so that don't work. I don't know, man. Get a guy an honest chance. That's what I say, man. Quit sabotaging guys because you don't like them. Get out your feelings. That's my opinion. What you got, man?
Well, man, I think a lot of what you're saying, I agree with. One thing is Cleveland's just a dumpster fire, man. Just like you said, like, what are you gonna do if you're gonna draft a guy in the first round? You kind of have to play him, and don't you kind of have to build your team around that quarterback? I mean, if you're gonna take that pick, you got to give him a chance to succeed. That is the job of the coaching staff, man. I completely agree with you there.
Yeah.
The one thing I disagree with you on, man, I don't know if Johnny Manziel is gonna work out. Because
How can you tell?
The quarterback is something I hold a lot higher than every other position. The quarterback has to be an extension of the coach. It just has to. So I don't like the fact that the guy already is like, I'm just having a good time, and I don't see a person who is ready to lead a team. And at least I want that out of my quarterback. Like, that's the main thing I at least want. So I think, man, you got to at least be able to lead your team. And you don't get that out of Johnny Manziel. And, I'm telling you, I know it was a real short couple of games last year, but he looked horrible in those games.
He wasn't prepared, Chris. He didn't think he was going to play.
So whose fault is that he wasn't prepared, though? See, I put that on Johnny that he wasn't.
No, that's coaching too, man. Y'all see him out there kicking it. Why don't you tell him? Let him know, hey, man, we gonna turn to you. I mean, I'm sorry, man. This is a joke that everybody is. The backup quarterback is the chill job. You wear flip-flops, carry the clipboard. You're just there to learn, man. You're not getting any reps. Go ahead, man. I'm sorry.
I hear what you're saying, man. It's just that I'm like, I didn't see a player who was really ready to play at that point. So that worries me too. To your point, though, I mean, Josh McCown, Tampa Bay, like you said, we saw him be a dumpster fire last year. I don't see how he would. Tell me how Josh McCown would be a better option than Johnny Manziel. I don't get that at all. At that point, I would put Johnny Manziel out and then let him see what he can do. And if that ain't working, go draft another quarterback. But like you said, Brian Hoyer, Billy Hoyle, shout out to White whatever his name is. No, that's not going to work.
Billy Ho.
That is not good. So, yeah, man, I see your point there. I just don't know what Cleveland's doing. Like you said, it starts from the top to the bottom. If you don't have a coaching staff and upper management who can say, this is our guy, we're going to figure it out around him, then it's not going to work out either way. So, to your point, though, I feel bad for Johnny because he went to a franchise that shouldn't have had Johnny Manziel. And Cleveland, be ready for another horrible. That's all I can tell you. Be ready for
Hey, Chris, when you get, to get a contract, don't you have to be good? I mean, what's up with these like Kyle Ordens, Josh McCowns? How Vince Young ain't playing?
Jay
Vince
Cutler.
Young yeah, Jay Cutler. Vince Young is retired because nobody wanted him. And look at his stats, his resume. He won. He was a winner. He's out of football, but Josh McCown can go to another team. Y'all saw? Did y'all see him play? You mean to tell me he gets another team? Carson Palmer can keep going to teams? Do y'all watch this guy? I mean, it's like there's a bidding war on these bums. I mean, these guys are terrible. Josh McCown sucks. Cade McCown sucked. Anybody with the name McCown sucks. You don't want them. I mean, like, it's amazing. Like, I know NFL. I know. Okay. It's hard. The brothers are coming. This is difficult to accept. But are you just going to keep on recycling these sucky white dudes till the wheels fall off? Them tires are bare, man. You can't roll on no bare tires like this in the winter. What is going on, man? I mean, like, come on, Josh McCown. If I'm Johnny Manziel, man, I'm like, look, man, y'all ain't about to do me like these brothers, man. This is ridiculous. I'm white, man. I ain't got to stand for this. Brothers got to just take what they can get. But if I'm Johnny, I'd be confused, man. I'm like, damn, man. What's going on? These motherfuckers really hate me. Wow. All he said is I want to get paid. What's wrong with that?
That's all he was doing.
That's all he was doing. I loved it. I think it's funny. But that's just me, man. I'm a brother, man. You know, we like stuff like that.
I think he has to go into training camp for preseason, and you got to play better than McCown and Hoyer. And if Hoyer's back there, to your point, you know, why would Hoyer come back? So I hope Cleveland figures something out. Hope they do.
Hoyer sucks, man.
Hoyer does suck.
Like he got options. That's the thing that killed me about this guy. He getting mad. Like, really? Why are you even in the NFL, man? Like, you mad? You mad? Think about Vince Young. Vince Young probably ready to drop a bomb on the NFL. He ready to go nuclear. You mad? How you got nerve enough to be mad? Wow. Entitlement, man. Entitlement is something, boy. I'm just telling you. Yeah, but that's what I think on that, man. Hopefully Johnny will come in, mature a little bit, and ball out. Get the boy a shot, man, and give him more than 2 games. Don't do him like EJ Manuel, man. Reserve that for the black guys, man. I mean, we get it. You gotta be Cam Newton, or you just ain't gonna play.
Yeah, I mean, you gotta be or you're not gonna play.
You're not gonna play. I mean, that's just what it is. But all right, man. That's what I got.
RG3 Rookie of the Year already. You know how they do the brothers.
Yeah, and your coach sits there and lets your leg disintegrate, and he's just blind. He goes Stevie Wonder on you. I didn't see nothing wrong with his leg. Really, Mike? Oh, man. They don't like us? Oh, my God. It's so obvious. Your own coach lets that happen to you. Wow. And you supposed to succeed like that? Wow. Your own coach, whose job you saved. Jeff Fisher, Vince Young. Vince Young saved your job. Like, wow. You was about to get clipped.
Yeah.
Wow. Oh, boy. It's tough, man. But that's that, man. Fade to black, man. Y'all don't want to hear it. Turn it off.
Different channel. So let's go ahead and we'll finish up some football with this, man. One thing me and Omar really hadn't had a chance to get into yet that we really want to get into. So Adrian Peterson, man, wow, you got a lot of weird stuff going on in Minnesota and AP. So Minnesota said he's the Viking, that's it. But look at the way y'all did Adrian Peterson. Sounds like y'all left him out to dry. So Adrian Peterson has already said, I'm done with Minnesota. I would like to be a Cowboy. But Minnesota obviously doesn't let that guy go. Who probably is going to be on a mission here to show everybody what happens when you got somebody. Omar, if you're Adrian Peterson, can you play for the Vikings again? I'm asking you a two-part question. Would you want to play for the Vikings again? And what do you think is going to happen? Playing for the Vikings.
I'll be gone, man. I wouldn't play for them anymore. You don't deserve to see me play. You'll see me play when I come up in Minnesota and put 200 on you boys and kill everybody. That's when you'll see me. I mean, just like, man, the way they did him was totally ridiculous, man. Mm-hmm. How do you not have this guy's back?
Yeah.
How do you not have his back? You knew the NFL had no right to do what they did.
Mm-hmm.
No right. First off, it ain't a crime to whoop your damn kid, first off. But that's just totally ridiculous anyway. Mm-hmm. You don't care about my kid. You're not the father of my kid, Roger Goodell. You don't give a damn. But for the league, this is what I talk about: conspiracies, collusion, all this. This cost this boy $6 million. You think I'm gonna forgive that? This is collusion, man. The Vikings colluded with the NFL, and the NFLPA let it happen. I mean, what are y'all there for? I mean, it's totally ridiculous. It's egregious. And now that I'm back, you got nerve enough to say, "Hey, let's let bygones be bygones." Are you effing kidding me?
Yeah.
You're lucky I don't go in there and smack the shit out of somebody. To be totally honest, man, that's how I would feel about it. You cost me $6 million. Hey, man, I'm almost 30 years old. I've taken tremendous punishment for you.
Mm-hmm.
I am the only reason why you're shown on television.
Mm-hmm.
I'm the only reason why people come see us play. Brett Favre, that 1 year, ain't walking back through them doors anymore, okay? Now if you were forward thinking at all, you got the Rookie of the Year. You know what I'm saying? You could have had something special. You got that boy Cordarrelle Patterson, a young beast outside. You know, you got Brian Jennings. Shout out to Brian Jennings. We ain't heard from him in a while. I ain't forgot about you, brother. Hold your head. You got Teddy B in there. So what I'm saying is, Kris, you had 2 targets outside, okay? You have, it looks like a big-time quarterback in the making. And you had the best running back in the league that was loyal to you. He stayed through the times of, what was it, bum quarterback they had last year before?
Well, Castle is bum. Who was the other bum, too?
Castle, and worse than him, man. Oh, man, I can't even think of the kid's name.
I can't either.
We'll just call him Bum for short. Bum. He stayed there with Bum as the quarterback. I mean, this guy is rushing for 2,000 yards, and Bum still couldn't complete a pass, man. Yeah. I mean, he's rushing. It's not even 9 in the box, dog. They got assistant coaches in the box, man. They got 15 dudes in the box, and he still got 2,000 yards. Do y'all do the man like this? The man tears up his knee and comes back and almost breaks Eric Dickerson's record, man.
Yeah.
I mean, annihilating guys, man. And you do him like this? No support? Not only do you not support him, you try to distance yourself. It's a difference when you say, I want to sit on the sideline. But you distance yourself, man. It's like, for all the fans that act like the players should show some loyalty, are you freaking kidding me, man? Loyalty works both ways. Why is it you just want the brothers to be loyal? I mean, if I was Adrian, man, I wouldn't rush one more time. Now, I'm gonna say this, man. See, we got to start being forward thinking, y'all. Why do you want to go to the Cowboys? You see how they doing DeMarco Murray?
Mm.
They don't want to pay him. You see how they doing Dez? Why don't you go somewhere where your services can be used? I think there's a quarterback in Carolina that could use a great running back.
Mm-hmm.
Why don't you help a brother out, man? You're gonna end up inadvertently hurting the brother. Now Teddy Bridgewater is gonna be handing the ball off to some no name.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's unfortunate.
Mm-hmm.
Why don't you push for a trade? I heard the coach was trying to get him, man. That
Mm-hmm.
would just be just perfect. I mean, yeah, let's go get Andrew Luck some more help. That would just be hilarious to me. I mean, that would be hilarious.
I know you would love that.
Yeah, why don't you go to Carolina, AP? I'm just throwing it out there, man. I'm just throwing it out there. And I don't want to hear about the salary cap. Y'all make everything else work.
Mm-hmm.
Don't tell me you're going to Atlanta or the Cowboys or to Indianapolis, man. I don't want to hear that crap, man.
Or
Go help
Denver.
a brother out. It's fade to black. Go help a brother out. Yeah, don't go to Denver, okay? I'm sick of this, man. The league just stands by and let them just stack the brothers around these bums to make them better. Go help. I'm sick of Cam Newton having to be the best running back on this team. Yeah, but that's me, man. I would not step foot in Minnesota until I'm there ripping them a new one.
Yeah,
Not me,
man.
man.
A lot of what you're saying, I agree with, man. Like, oh, you hit it dead on the head. The main thing I'm talking about. They Minnesota, you distanced yourself from this guy. Like,
Yeah.
I would be okay if you were like, the NFL has to let things run its course. But, oh, this is Adrian Peterson. I mean,
Adrian
the guy's
Peterson, Chris.
never been in trouble. Like, can you be a more model citizen? I mean, from Oklahoma to now, he was the face of the league, never been in trouble, been just the nicest guy, loves the city, embraced that losing team. Christian Ponder was your bum you were talking about.
Bum, Christian Ponder. Thank you, Chris. Bum. His
Uh,
middle name is Bum, y'all.
you're running 2,000 yards, and Christian Ponder is throwing for 60 yards a game. And, like, you're doing everything the right way, and you get in trouble, and the team just kind of throws you in the scrap. Like, I was shocked. I was surprised that they didn't come out and say, hey, we love this guy. He's been great for us. We're going to let things run his course. We got his back. No. You just like, hey, you don't know who Adrian Peterson is for a whole year.
Wow.
Of course you don't want to come back to this team, man. Like, how would you? You know what I mean? I want to be where they care about you. And they don't care about you. They don't. I'm sorry. So,
Nope.
I agree with everything you're saying. They're like, how do you fool a guy like that? And then say, oh, if he's going to come back, we're happy. No, I remember how you did before. Like, not for one game, not for 2 games, but for a year. You were like, he's this. Because I spanked my kid. And we're not going to get into that, but half the guys back home have never been in trouble. Like, I would think that'd be the guy who could be like, hey, y'all, Adrian Peterson, we love him. Just to let you know. And that would be it. No, you can't say that. Fine. It's time for Adrian Peterson. I'm with you there. Like, even if you made him the highest paid running back in the league, which I'm pretty sure Minnesota's going to do, they're going to try and mend some fences. I don't know how you play for a team that just does not care about you, man. I'm with you on that. And good point, too. Carolina. I didn't think about that, you know. I was like, Dallas when I was thinking Pitt and all the teams that running back and things like that. But yeah, man. I mean, Carolina, you know they got money under the cap. I mean, their whole offense is rookies. So, they ain't paying nobody right now.
Wow.
Come on, man. You saw what they did like this year. So, yeah, I'm with you, Like, I mean, that's the guy you should want to get. And Minnesota, like, how do you do him like that? How do you do him like that? I'm with you on that, man. No, if I was AP, I couldn't see wanting to go back. But that being said, man, I think he's going to be back in Minnesota. Because Minnesota's going to say,
Wow.
You
Really?
know what? We're just gonna make a nice pay running back. We meet the guy. We're gonna do whatever we say. We're gonna make it up to him. Even though I'm with you on the worth of damn. They're gonna end up bringing this guy back somehow. They're not gonna
No.
trade him. And I think AP is too classy of a guy to like sit. You know, AP wants to be out there for 2,500 yards.
Wait. How does that make him not classy if he sits?
No, I'm saying it's not like AP to sit. Let me put it that way. So I'm not saying he's not classy. Adrian Peterson is that guy who just wants to go out there, run, and kill your team. You know what I mean? I don't see Adrian Peterson saying I'm not playing. I just don't see it.
I disagree, Chris, because I saw something different in Adrian.
Okay.
Because Adrian said, "I'm not wrong." He said, I'm not about to apologize for whooping my damn kid."
Mm-hmm.
I respected Adrian for that. And that's what the commissioner didn't like.
Mm-hmm.
You know, you went heavy-handed because he didn't want to meet with you. He's like, "This is unfair." And I didn't do anything wrong. I respect that because he didn't do nothing wrong. He beat his kid. He whooped his ass. Now, if you saying maybe he needs some parenting classes, I could even go for that.
Yep.
You tried to get in my pockets, though. So what's hurting the kid more? Me not being able to provide for him? Or me whooping his butt when he did something wrong?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Me showing him that I love him enough to correct him. Come on, man. I think Adrian's a little different. And then also at the combine, Adrian's agent got into it with the Minnesota staff and the Minnesota organization. He was ready to box. They not happy, man.
Nope.
I would be very surprised, and I would be disappointed if he goes back to Minnesota. And I hate to say it, man, because I think they're building a team, but this is bigger than sports, man. You cannot, brothers, man, you cannot just accept any kind of treatment. If I accept anything you do, you're going to keep doing it.
I'd be a little sad if he goes back to Minnesota too, especially after the way they treat him. But I can see him wanting to get back on the field. I can see that.
Wow. Hell with it, man.
Yeah.
Rich.
Okay. All right, man. So now we're going to get off of football, man. We're going to get into another topic, man. We didn't have a chance to talk about it. Let's get into a little MMA, man. We saw Ronda Rousey, who, it was funny, man. I was talking to somebody about it right before the fight, and I was like, me and him talk about this all the time. He's just going to armbar the person. So, you really got to watch, you know what's going to happen. But now, she did it in record 14 seconds. Just how quickly look that person. So now, here's the comparison. Mike Tyson in time. Can anybody whoop him? Can she beat a guy at her weight? You know, are we seeing something now that we're really gonna start talking about here? You care about what you're Rousey? Is this going anywhere, or is this another story that's gonna? What do you think about the whole Ronda Rousey situation?
Not to go, Friday. When Debo knocked out dude's son, and Debo asked him, "Do you want some of this?" "No, I don't care." Okay. We gotten to the point in sports where we're talking about women's MMA. I thought I covered this before. Women, don't get offended. I'm just a messenger. Women don't watch women's sports. Okay? Therefore, you're depending on the male audience. Volleyball, track, tennis. Those are the women's sports that matter. Maybe diving, swimming. I like those fits. Those matter. MMA, man, do I really need to see the chick that grew up with her brothers that know how to fight, fighting a girl that normally fights girls? Yeah, no kidding. She grabs them, chokes them, grabs their arm, and they tap. Yeah, they're not used to getting grabbed like that by a chick. She got one skill. I can latch onto your arm and break it. No defense for that, man. We are talking about women, man. Look, they don't have any power. So in order to stop her from latching onto your arm, you got to hit her with 5,000 punches, man. 5,000 punches. You're not going to be able to hit her with 5,000 punches before she latches onto your arm. It's not like you're watching dudes. With a dude, he can hit you with that one-hitter quitter, and the fight can be over. So you can't just grab his arm, lock him up, and let me go, let me go. No. I mean, it's not fair, man. What is a woman supposed to do? This chick go grab your arm, twist it up, you go tap. Now, for all the people saying she could beat a man in her weight class, why do y'all want to see y'all running all these domestic abuse campaigns? Is that what y'all want to see? You know, let me say this. These damn feminists get on my nerves, man. What do y'all want? It's an idiotic conversation, man. I thought you were a woman. It's like when I was in the Navy. Shout out to the Navy. You know, it used to kill me, all these hardcore women. Oh, they just so tough. Until it came to something they didn't want to do, then they start crying. Which one is it? You can't have it both ways, man. I mean, do you want me to care about domestic violence and all this abuse, but then you want to see some? That's all you gonna see? She is a woman. Why do you want to see her get a pumpkin head from a dude? He gonna be like, if you don't let my arm go, you're not about to make me tap with that. That don't even hurt. It feels kind of good. Dude gonna turn it into something freaky, man. You know how we are. Look, y'all, men are nasty. That's what we do. You don't need that. He gonna be trying to feel all up on her. He ain't gonna be trying to really fight the girl unless you get one of these psychotic women hater men. I mean, what would be the point of that? I mean, is he actually gonna punch her in the face? Mm-hmm. I mean, she could be. What is wrong with feminists, man? Why do you want to be a man? I thought the whole feminist movement was about equal pay, stuff that matters. Why is it turned into I can do everything as good as you? No, the hell you can't. Athletics, you got. It's like Annika Sorenstam back in the day. She getting all emotional because she played on the tour and missed the cut. What? Why do I care about that? You're not as good as a male golfer. Yeah, you're as good as a guy. Yeah, Ronda Rousey might be able to beat up a 130-pound dude that never lifted a weight in his life, is on crack, doesn't eat, miss meals. Maybe she could handle him, maybe. But a man that does MMA, he's gonna ragdoll the hell out of her. He's gonna get his feel on. He's gonna fill her up, and then after he gets tired of filling her up, he's gonna beat the hell out of her. What's the point? And go ahead and kill women's MMA, man. I mean, like, don't get me wrong, man. When Layla Ali was doing it, it was a novelty, and Layla Ali is fine, man. Ronda Rousey, she looked like she grew up in a trailer park to me, man. I don't get it. I mean, like, she looked like she drink beers at the local bar, man. They kill me acting like she fine or something. I'm like, oh, y'all, is that a joke? She is not fine at all, man. She looks like she pounds beers. I mean, yeah, she probably can fight. She can't fight no man. I mean, it's funny to me, yeah. Armbar these chicks, I guess, man. Get your paper. I'm not hating. I mean, get your paper. She go armbar the next 50 girls are getting the ring. It's really stupid. I mean, she got one move. Mm-hmm. But they don't have no. Look, women don't have testosterone, man. They can't stop it. They're not strong enough. Mm-hmm. It's not a competition. What's the point? I don't know, man. I don't get it. Man, I don't get it at all.
You know, I'm gonna say I get to Omar's point. I might be the feminist of the show. I might be, man, because shout out to my women. Women do a lot. They do a lot, and they deserve. We deserve all that. So I'll be the first. So I'm not gonna go with Omar. But I will say that, yeah, let's face it, men watch sports. Women don't watch sports as much as men. And studies have shown, and y'all don't want to hear it, America, but when women watch sports, they like to watch men. They like to watch good-looking, fit men doing their thing. So, men, I mean, it's not going to fill the women. It's going to have to fill the men. And do I really need to see Ronda Rousey armbar about 25 more chicks for real? Like, it's to the point now, let me just put my arm out. Because I know it's going to go. It's going to armbar. So when I'm seeing something that you're like, what is this? I know it's coming. The girl can't stop it because she can't push it off her arm. Because she's been wrestling with her brother since she was three. And that's how she knows how to do it. Like, what is that? So, yeah, it's impressive that Ronda Rousey is killing all these other women like nobody can mess with her. But that's all it is, America. It's just her killing other women that can't mess with her. I don't know if that means I'm never going to want to see it. I don't know if me and Omar are going to pay $100 like we're about to pay for Mayweather Pacquiao. America, I don't know. Once you see her armbar, you see her armbar all the guys. When does it get to the point where you're not really watching it? So no, it's not Mike Tyson in his prime. Mike Tyson in his prime was every heavyweight you put up against Tyson, he would knock him out in 3 rounds. So you were still seeing people. You were like, wow, this person's on Tyson's level. No one's on Ronda Rousey's level. No one. Until there's another woman who was built like a man, who was like the huge arms that she had. So to that point, it's impressive. Nice story. But no, I'm not gonna watch it, though, man. Nor do I care.
I'm gonna say this too, man. What is it? Like 50 other crazy white women like her to do this stuff? I mean, hasn't she beat all 50 that are actually interested in it yet, man? I mean, like, it's only 50 crazy white women that like this. Who else is doing this crap? You don't see no sisters doing it. I mean, MMA, they gonna get cauliflower ear, be rolling around on the mat, ears look like wrestlers. Girls like to wear earrings. Can you even put an earring in that? And you expect me to pay to see this? You said pay. I'm gonna pay and sit at home on Saturday to watch 2 crazy white women wrestle around for 30 seconds.
Yeah.
What? They not even fine? I'm gonna watch that? First off, I don't really want to see. Let me break this down. My stance, because don't get me wrong, I'm not a chauvinist, y'all. I'm just a realist. Look, man, men like women. I love women. Let me tell you one of the things I really love about women. I like to look at them. Why do I want to see a woman that look like she just got the hell beat out of her? I don't hit women, man. If I get frustrated, I leave. One of the chief reasons, first off, you shouldn't do it. But second, if I hit her, then I got to look at her with a black eye. She not fine no more. I never understood that. Like, why did you bust your gal's lip? You got to look at that lip. I mean, it's retarded to me. I never understood it from a basic premise. So now I'm going to look at a girl. Now her arm is in a cast. Great. Now she got a black eye. She been bleeding all in the ring. Why do you want to see women bleeding, busted up? I mean, like, don't get me wrong. MMA crowd is really filled with a bunch of degenerates that like to fight. I mean, they're not very sophisticated. I'm just being honest, man. It's the guy that likes to fight, that goes out to the bar. You go to the bar to get on the gals. He goes there to fight.
Mm-hmm.
He's a clown, in other words, a clown. That's who's in the audience. So, yeah, they kind of like that, getting hammered off their ass, yelling and screaming, yeah! It ain't my cup of tea, man. I like boxing, and I don't like seeing the women box, except Layla Ali, because she was fine. That's it.
And that's it. So, yeah, man, I agree. So that's show number 10, y'all. Omar, however you want to close. We're going to figure out the technical difficulties, y'all. We know we have to echo today. We're going to work on that. But other than that, man, thought it was a pretty good show, man. Thought it was a pretty good show.
Yeah, man, it was a great show. And I just want to say one thing before we go, man. I've warned y'all. I've warned y'all, and I put it out there. And I'm gonna say it again, man. And we're not gonna get into the topic. Russell Westbrook is committing assault on the NBA. He should be locked up for assault. It's criminal what he's doing. Y'all can hate all you want. I'm the first. I was the first one on it, and I'm gonna say it. He's the best player in the NBA, and it's not even close. What he's doing right now is unprecedented. He's taking it back to Oscar Robertson, y'all. I mean, think about that. He's playing. He's playing NBA jams. He's playing Nintendo with the league, man. Uh, that's all I got, man.
Best,
Fade to black, man.
best I heard to put on your boy, man. It's like Charles Barkley, but the point guard version. Like,
Yeah,
it's
man.
like he's just trying to kill every play. Like,
That's a
all
it's
the other
assault,
NBA players must be like, Russell Westbrook, calm down, y'all. This is a game that's not important. It's the third quarter. No,
man.
no, Russell, that play where he went coast to coast with the two-handed
Oh
dunk.
my God, man.
YouTube it, y'all, if y'all haven't seen it.
The
YouTube.
guy is just a ferocious. I, I mean, it's few people in sports I could say I love. I love Russell Westbrook. I love everything he stands for, man. I mean, like, I just love it, man. And he don't give a damn what you say. You can hate all day. I respect that boy, man. I respect it, man. I respect his game and his ferociousness, man. It's look, y'all, must see TV. If you, I'm gonna put this out there for the fans of sports. Oh, real quick, one more thing. Russell Westbrook, and remember, y'all, tonight on NBC, check out boxing, y'all. 8:30. Adrian Broner's fighting. Robert Guerrero fought Floyd. Keith One Time Thurman. Y'all don't want to miss this. It's Premier Boxing Championship, the premier show. I'm doing. Hey, stay at home for a little while. Watch some boxing on prime time, y'all. You will not be disappointed. Trust me. So that's
Huh?
it, man. Show 10, dog. Show 10. We 10
Let's
in. 10 in.
watch some boxing tonight.
All right, man. Well, I guess we let the people go. Remember, y'all, on YouTube, it's a movement. Subscribe, like, subscribe or die. Fade to black. That's it, man.
Have a good one.
Salute, y'all.